Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about the server reset and, the reset rules and how the whole reset system is working, because we're getting really close to it. My server, for example, will have the reset in about 5 days, or it's going to be like another 2 days. I know it's going to be somewhere around next Friday that the whole reset is going to happen. And I did have a lot of you ask me in the chat or in YouTube or on Twitch a lot of the time, like, what carries over? I had lots of people asking me, does stamina, does the XP, does gold, all of those things. So I want to try and go through these ones as much as I can and explain them as well as I actually can. So the easiest way to do that is to go on the Clypsidra trail. Let me move myself to the other side. And obviously, first thing is going to be depending how you place over here. You can go and see the reward preview, okay? And you can see how you place. If you place, in the top 10, 20, 50, 150, 20% and so on. And depending on how you place, this is usually the placement that will be decided after the resurgent dragon fights are over. You collected all the echoes of Clypsidra, and that's about it. There's not much you can do to try and advance, because at the end of the day, even if you do some placement in Vortex, you only get like 220, 300, like something, maybe like I think 300 is the max that you can get a day. So that's not going to change a lot, because if I look, for example, I have 375,000, okay? So even if I got 300 every single day, I will hardly pass this person, because I need to get another 4,000, which is impossible. So that's the first thing. You look at this, see what you place, and these are going to be the things that you're going to get in the next season. But at the same time, you're going to get pure sand core, okay? This is basically your echoes of Clypsidra that converts into pure sand core that can be used in the seasonal shop, okay? So for example, it's basically split by I think it's 100, right? We cut down the last two ones, and it's basically brought up to 3,751. Now, if we go into the shop to see what we can purchase, I can show a little bit, because I played during the closed beta. You're going to have this type of a shop, okay, season shop, and depending how you ranked, again, it's going to show you over there if you're going to have the bronze shop, the silver shop, or the gold shop. For example, from previous season, I had this gold shop, and then I had the option to get Healer Light, Frame, Master Scroll, Scholar Scroll, Misty Lance, which basically this one allows you to change your character, okay? So for example, maybe you started as a dwarf, but the next one you want to go into a lizard or something like that. This one's like 1 currency, so that's not that bad. So this is going to be one of the first things that you will see that you will obviously want to try and purchase stuff from. But now, what do we actually keep? What do we lose? Well, again, one of the easiest way to see how what you keep and what you lose is going again in the Clypsidra trail and clicking on the reset rules. Basically, over here is going to show you absolutely everything, or like most of the stuff that you keep or not. So if we start forward with the hero, partially reserved, that's what it says. And what does this mean? It means that all the heroes that you got, they're going to keep their skill level. So if you gave them scrolls, they're going to keep that. They're going to keep their inspiration levels if you have inspired legendaries, but they will all be reset to level 1. Okay, so in the next season, everybody starts back at level 1. Then the next thing is going to be the artifacts. Same principle, you're going to keep all the artifacts that you got from this season, but they will all be reset to level 0. Now, when it comes to the Essence of Creation, this one's a little bit different, because it has kind of like a system to it. It's basically, you're going to keep some of it, okay? You're going to keep some of it that you obtained through Healer Light and Summoning, okay? And you're going to retain a percentage. So it doesn't matter if you want a lot of Essence of Creation from Hero Training or any other place, that does not count. It only counts the ones that you got through Healer Light dice or through the... I think it should also say the Starlight Stone dice, okay? So keep in mind, that's why we would suggest when you get in the last 2 weeks of the season, stop summoning unless you really have a character that's on a banner that you're really trying to get. Then stop summoning, save your summons for the beginning of the next season, because if you get dupes, you're going to get the full amount of Essence of Creation in that season compared to, I think it's 70% that you get in this season. So that's the Essence of Creation. Then... the next one's going to be the Echo of Clypsidra. Like I mentioned, this one's rule-based, so basically it's going to convert that into the currency that I showed you. That's going to give you the resource to buy stuff from the season shop. Now, if you move over to the next one, Pure Sandcore, which is, again, what converts from this one, you're going to keep all of it. Like I showed, I'm going to keep all of the 3,751 that's going to carry over for the next season. And then we have another portion that says what we will fully keep, okay? Whatever it says fully reserved, and that's going to be all the war marrow, all the dragon crystals, which we can only get by purchasing them, all the summon dice, all the skill scrolls, and any unconsumed monthly card will be reserved until the next season. So as an example, what they be my monthly card is, if you go to the store, you see that these value packed. So I still have 13 days of this one, okay? The season's gonna reset, and I'm not gonna lose it. Basically, this one's gonna carry over to the next season. I'm still gonna have it for like, I don't know, 2, 3, 5 days, whatever's going to be left. So don't worry if you purchase something like this. It's not going to disappear. It's just going to continue from the next season, okay? Now, if we move over, let's see what else do we have over here, okay? The stuff of reserved items, all your avatars and frames carry over. You know, it's just skins and stuff, cosmetics. They're going to carry over. It's pretty straightforward. Then the other thing that we have fully reserved, ability points obtained in the last season can be reassigned when the new season starts. So basically this means that it does say the psychic core, but it's not the elemental affinity. Okay, let's clarify that. It's not going to be this one. This one's going to go down to 0. Everything's going to be reset because, well, it makes sense as the affinity will swap. The pairings are going to be different. It's not going to be the same one as this season, and every season they should change. So this one goes down to 0, but the ability points that they're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, it's not the identity or the element power, because this one just the swap, but it's the attributes, okay? So if you're already invested into, like, you know, stuff like this, you can go and change, and if I remember correctly, you get all of these ones back, and then you can reassign, okay? The best ones for this are always going to be dexterity and intelligence. The reason why intelligence is good is because it gives you the chance to get some different, better stuff maybe when you're doing cooking, and then dexterity helps you with your thieving skills. That's really important during progress. Once you get past the progress, like the first month and a half, 2 months, you're not going to be stealing as much, so dexterity is not going to help. Everything else is kind of like meh, you know, it's like not as impressive. These two I believe to be the best ones. Now let's move over back to the trail again. Like I said, might be a little bit of a longer one, but I want to try and explain it as well as I can while I go through this one. Then it says over here, like I said, elemental affinity will be completely cleared. We're going to start from scratch and go again through that one. And the world exploration, obviously, there's going to be new maps, and there's going to, you know, fog's going to cover everything else. So we're going to have to go through the story again, which is going to make it feel like new. Then the Echoes of Clypsidra conversion rules. I mean, you can read this one, but it's basically, like I said, those echoes, these ones convert at 100-to-1 ratio, and they turn into pure sandcore, which we're going to be able to use into this one. Also, if I didn't use, for example, I still have 17 of the pure sandcore from the previous season that I got for this one, those 17 will carry over and will be added to my 3,751, if I remember the number correctly, that I'm going to get in the new one. Then it does say in the class Clypsidra screen, you can view the echoes of Clypsidra that you got through the leaderboards and whatnot, and it shows you basically like this. Then it's going to have this one, limited time rebuilding. During the first 144 hours in each season, you can reset your hero's level and have your investor resources refunded. Please note that hero skills levels cannot be reset, okay? So do not scroll your people that you're just using for testing, because you're not getting your scrolls back. They're going to stay the same. Basically, what this one means is kind of like the same as we had in the first season, like it's going to be every season. The first 6 days, if I'm not mistaken, let me just bring my trusty calculator and split this by 24. Yep, the first 6 days, you can constantly reset and get yourself the XP back, get yourself the stones back, and I think what else is it? Gold? No, it's just those ones. So you can keep changing around and testing people before you decide what team you keep. So this was the main part. Now, if we go over and look at some other things that are not specifically mentioned, let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, so as an example, all the bread over here. I think I can actually check it in the backpack to make it easier. Let's see, what is it going to be? Consumable. Let me see, I'm just trying to find. So again, same thing with the Philosopher Stones, with the Tempering Sands. All of these ones will be reset. It's going to go away. Everything's going to go to 0. And the easiest way to see what stays and what not is just, it has nothing over here. As an example, see, if I click on the Scholar Scroll, it says fully reserved. If I click on the Philosopher Stones or on the Refined Tempering Sand, it has nothing, which means it's going to reset. Same thing for the consumables. Everything will just reset. Again, Apprentice Scrolls, they stay. all the fluorides, the other, like, you know, the stones that you use for ascending, for starting up, they're gonna go away. Large XP potion, same thing, has nothing, they're all gonna disappear. So, you know, hope you kind of get the gist of it. Same thing with the iron ore. So all of this one will not be carried over to the next season. So as a quick tip, one thing that I guess you can do, for example, with not with the XP potions, but with the bread. Okay, let me see, can I actually find this in the backpack, or does it not show it anywhere? Let me see. This one's just like, you know, the, again, random stuff that you see over here. Okay, what does it show? I really wonder if it shows. I do not think, even in consumables maybe. Oh yeah, even this chest, I don't think it's going to carry over, so I can just go over and use it, because again, it does not show anywhere that I keep it. I have all the rares, so it doesn't matter who I would pick. I guess I just go with a random one. I get myself 60 Essence of Creation, which means I'm going to get 70%, or yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 70% of that is going to carry over to the next season. But everything else, like I said, is just going to disappear. You're not going to keep it. Now, if you go and look, like I said over here with the, even though it doesn't show, you're not keeping this bread, okay? You're not keeping the bread for refill, so you might as well use it now, because you know what? There's still, this is like a little quick tip. In the last week or two, you could maybe start using all of it to try and place high in hard training. Just consume everything, because, well, it's gonna disappear anyway, so might as well try and get yourself in the leaderboard so you get more war marrow. You know, maybe you manage to place in top 5, you get 500 war marrow, which carries over to the next one. Then this one, the Essence of Creation, some of it might carry over, but at least it's not gonna go to waste. You know, you're gonna use the bread, you're gonna keep ranking like crazy, you can farm whatever gives you the most points. And, you know, you might get a chance to get more of this. I might try to do that myself. I might try to push crazy, get first place maybe this week, and then just get all the war marrow for the next season, you know, because why not? Use the resources that you have that are going to disappear to you know, to a certain benefit. I don't think there's anything else that I missed from here that I can see of. Oh yeah, let's go to the shops actually, because those are going to be some things as well. So, artifact shop, all of these ones you will keep. If you had imprint stones for whichever level that you did not use, you're going to keep them. They're going to carry over because, again, as you can see, it says fully reserved. Then when it comes to the token shop, this one, it says fully reserved, so I guess it would carry over, but I think most of us would have already used it. Arena shop, if you click over here, it says nothing again. So if you have gladiatorial seals that you maybe saved trying to get the lucky playing cards, which I got this season, they're not going to save. Again, it doesn't say anything here, which means they're going to disappear, they're going to be gone. So might as well go and buy all the Starlight Stone Dice, Hero Light, basically all the resources that will carry over to the next season, try to purchase those. Then Bard's Banquet, again, same thing. You see over here, it says nothing. So that means all of these pages will disappear. So for maximum efficiency, again, try to buy out all the scrolls and all the Starlight Stone Die, because all of these ones will carry over. Then the Alliance shop, same principle, all of this will disappear. So the only thing that I guess could help, maybe even the Essence of Creation, I guess, just buy all of that. But again, just buy the Starlight Stone Die. So you're gonna have a good start for next season. So you can pull quite a few of those ones. I think I have like over 500 or close to 500 of the Starlight Stone Die. I think I can show you afterwards. Then Amethyst shop, again, there's nothing here that I can buy anymore. So this one will not carry over. I can buy gold, but it's not going to benefit me anything. And, you know, it is what it is. And then again, season shop, like I mentioned, this one's reserved and it's going to carry over to the next season. So yeah, I think this is going to be, like I said, I started saving myself. Look at this. I have 420 Starlight Stone Dice. I still have stuff to do, which I recommend people to still do. Do your daily commissions, because every other day you're going to get 30 War Marrow. No, wrong one. You're going to get 40 War Marrow and 1 Starlight Stone Die. Do that daily. Then we have the Temporal Vortex. Again, do not forget about Temporal Vortex, because this one's giving you everyday Stone Dice and War Marrow depending on how high you're going to place. Same thing maybe for the weekly dungeon. Still do these ones if you don't have a ton of these pages, so you can buy as many scrolls and as many Starlight Stone Dice you can to carry over to the next one. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Arena, I'm not sure that's really important. And I guess the last things that you should do, I'm just going to mention it quickly because I'm already doing it. I made a video dedicated for it, but push as far as you can in the Fey Meander. do as much as you can in the Pillar of Trials because they're going to give you a ton of rewards. And then also don't forget about the NPC fights, okay? They can give you a little bit, but you know, it's still stuff. They can give you a little bit of, like, for example, see, this is what I mean. Let me move myself to the other side. If I click on challenge, every fight is going to give me War Motto. I can give some Starlight Stone dice. So go and look for everything on the map and just fight them to get as many resources as you can, especially if you're bored. But I think I mostly covered everything about the season reset rules. If I missed anything in this video and I didn't cover it, just leave it in the comments below and I can answer to your questions, or join my Discord and ask me questions there, and then we can clarify everything that needs to be known about season reset. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.